Hey guys, I'm Jason with Evil Duelist. Um, Me and some friends went to the Retro Reborn circuit a couple weeks ago. Um, didn't do too hot in the redo tourney, but the Edison tourney, two of us got top 8. And we got this mat, beautiful mat, Absolute Zero on one side, and then the Colossal Fighter. So looks sick. They gave us these calc cases as well for top 8, and then I did the VIP for charity because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? But the mat's actually really nice. I really like the material of the mat, and you can roll it up, so it's pretty handy. It's pretty cool. But this mat, the top 8 mat's sick. Proud, I'm proud of myself for doing well in the tourney because there's a lot of powerful duelists there. I played HT19 round 1 and Eric Shin later in the tournament. I think it was like second to last round, and I was able to beat both of them. So I feel pretty good about myself because I don't really play in a whole lot of tournaments, and it's always fun to play. It's always fun to play against really good players because they both schooled me multiple times during the matches. And anyways, I love playing Edison. It's just a fun format, and all my opponents were nice. Everybody was cool. So, but anyways, yeah, I went X1 in Swiss and lost in top 8. So anyways, I played Hero Frogs. So I'm going to just go ahead and get into the deck profile. Went with the triple sub, of course. Triple swap. Double Treeborn. Double dupe. And Unifrog. So that's the frog lineup. The Unifrog. I play in a lot of tourneys. The tourneys I play in, I've never played Unifrog. But since me and my friends, we've been practicing for redo for the last month and a half or so. But I'll play on Dual Nexus on my phone. And on Nexus, I got the Unifrog, and it's been pretty good on Nexus. So I went ahead and just, since we was playing redo in real life, I just copied my Nexus deck. So I tried it out for the tourney. I'm still not 100% on it, to be honest, but it didn't break me at all. Yeah, it never came up where it bricked me or anything like that. And there was one game against Sizzle where I drew it and it came up. So, and those, that's the only time it really came up for me. So I'll have to keep playing with it and go from there. So those are the frogs. So the bread and butter 5. I don't know who really come up with this, but I think it was I think it was Fraser Smith, but either way, whoever came up with this ratio was definitely right, or it's a great ratio. Every card's useful in their own ways. Yeah. So that's the heroes. Here's the monarchs. So yeah, 1 gold, cringe, but yeah, triple Caius. Went with double on the Ryza, and honestly, I'm not sure about the second Ryza. Like I said, I practiced on Nexus, and I put a second one in because I did feel like I wanted another Monarch, another power card, another strong card for game 1. But a lot of times I sided one out a lot. I mean, definitely. I just feel like, because I got the triple Vanity in the side deck, and altogether that's just a lot of tribute monsters. So I don't really want to have to play more cards to support like lots of tribute monsters. So I think the 1 Ryza is probably what I'll do going forward. But that's what I played for the tourney. Then double on the junk. I think most decks run 1. Some run 2. I tried 2 for the tournament. Mainly because you'll see in like the cards I would consider like almost they're like what my personal flex spots, I guess you could say. I just focused on cards that are gonna be solid game 1, and junk's one of those where it's a really good game 1. And having 2, like, because a lot of times you're wanting to use the junk to like accrue some like incremental advantage with swaps and stuff like that, bringing back a dupe to wall. Even though he's negated, he's still a wall, and can give you a search, just different things like that. And then, so you can do that, but once you actually commit to a synchro summon with junk, those advantages are gone now. So a second one, that's came up for me a lot, where I may have 1 in like a Rhoda or something, like drawn over the course of a game. And I'll just go ahead and use the 1 junk eventually for a synchro play. And then the second junk coming down usually just seals games most of the time. So I really liked the 2 junk. Side one out a lot, mainly against like value for deck heavy and stuff like that. Oppression. But 2's good in the main. I liked it too. And then the Gores. That was the monsters. So then spells, we did, of course, the cards that don't even need to be explained, to be honest. Yeah. E-Call, Rhoda, Brain Control, Heavy. So, enemy controller, along the same lines as what I was talking about with junk, just different cards that are really strong game 1, and like usually they're the go-to cards you side out also. So it's been good for game 1. Probably will cut it though going forward. I played the MST, one. So yeah, these three, like similar with the Ryza. So frogs, you can. There's a lot of customization with the frogs, and for me personally, like I've played this deck a lot, and I do make minor adjustments all the time between tournaments, pretty much. And these are some cards, some more than others, that I'm thinking about their usefulness to me overall. But yep, those are the spells that I ran. And then triple break. Which, holy crap, guys! I was at the tourney, on social night on Friday night, and the vendor had First Ed Super for I think it was like I want to say it was $95, and I was just like, holy crap, dude! And I was like, well, I have a First Super. How much would you buy it for? And he's like, oh, I can't pay the spike price. I'll have to pay the pre-spike price. So I was like, yeah, never mind, dude. But honestly, though, I don't really need money. But the supers are nice. I really like the super Regeki breaks. But yeah, those are busted. And then, so these 6 traps are a staple. Honestly, they really are. In any Hero Frog deck, like. But the thing about, sorry, let me gather my thoughts here. The thing about this lineup though is in top 8, my opponent, I played my opponent before in the past, and we've played twice and he's beaten me twice. And he a lot of times he'll go into a Stardust on me, and Stardust actually it actually hurts a lot post side. So they go, and he had the gill, which it happens, but the Stardust just like really limits your ability to kind of keep up the tempo and out their boards with your traps. So going forward, I'm thinking about maybe some different traps to add into the deck. But for the tournament, this is what I ran. There's 40 cards. So I'll do the extra. This is my Gorge token. Ardent, from when I used to play Ardent Saga back in the day. So here's the extra. Hopefully y'all be able to see it, guys. Yeah. So yeah, Armory, Catastrophe. You can see them all. Maybe you can't see Stardust, but he's there. So, okay. So on the extra deck, I know Junk Archer is an option. I used to play Junk Archer. I've played it before, but I've never summoned it, honestly, unless I was just like, honestly, like the only time I've summoned it, I can't honestly, I don't even think I've even summoned it, like really. I know there's situations you can summon it, but if you can make a 7, like you can make a 6 just as easy, if like easier than a 7. Like if you can make a 7, you can make a 6. So like Brio is just always going to be your go-to if you need an effect like that. So Junk archer's not too good, honestly. I was running Flameville Iroquois, but I was not running Thought Ruler at the time, and it came up in testing that I needed Thought Ruler, so I cut the Iroquois for it, and really I need to cut something else for it because I needed the Iroquois also during the tournament. But probably the Stardust will come out more than likely because of the Colossal. I feel like these come up more than Stardust. Stardust is almost like a luxury, like a pipe dream kind of thing, almost. Not like, I don't know, like just luxurious thinking, kind of. It's not an out to anything. It's just like a on top of what you can already do, and these can actually like do things for you, like, you know, you need to gain life late game, you know, protect from brain control, etc. You know, Colossal can out big shit. So probably Stardust will come out for the Iroquois. But yeah, and then because I was also thinking about Cyber Dragons, because I don't side Cyber Dragon, but that is an option for the side, and then you would have to make room for a Chimera Tech. So I don't know. That's what I ran for the tourney. I'm on the extra. Did do the side deck. Went triple Crow because I don't want to lose to Frog OTK or Gigavice, and you know, they're probably the best cards you can have in your side against those decks. As far as just like generic going first, going second. So yeah, those are good. And since I side the 3 for those decks, I do side all 3 against value, just because it's just like, honestly, Crow's just so good against just the whole deck, you know. Yeah, it's good against the whole deck. So triple Crow, and then these, similar to Miracle, you just don't even need to talk about it. It's just so good. It just doesn't even need to be spoken of. Yeah. And then a Kaiku. I like the Super Kaiku too. It's nice. But I like Kaiku. It's really good against the mirror match. Really good against value. A lot of my teammates, not a lot, like two of my teammates play Twilight also, and you know, that's actually, I feel better about this card siding it against Twilight than I do against like let's say a Christia Sworn or a Light Sworn. Like, I may still side it against those decks, but it feels better to have this for Twilight, and that because that's the more popular deck too. So Kaiku was good. Then we did 1 Vortex, 1 Soul Exchange. So the Soul Exchange, that's one that it almost feels like a waste of a side spot. It don't feel like a card for the side. Like I almost want to say I would rather main deck it, because it makes more sense as a main deck card than a side card. So I might try to find room in the main deck for this, but yeah, those. And then we did double Prison, double Bottomless, and then double Dust. I like these for the matchups they're good against, you know. Like they're all great against GB and Blackwing. You can do like just the Bottomless for Light Sworn variants. Prisons, those are some cards I'm also considering in the main deck. So, but this is the trap lineup I ran in the side. It worked pretty well for me. So yeah, that's the deck. The tournament was fun. The whole weekend was a blast, honestly. Shout out to Nick Collins, the man with the plan, put it all together. Everything was fun. It felt good, getting top 8 and beating some powerful duelists, and also losing against powerful duelists. The guy, like I said, the guy that beat me in top 8, he's a good duelist. And he's 2-0 against me. The guy I lost to round 2, because I went X1. The guy I lost round 2, he was playing Twilight, and he destroyed me. But I'm not sure. He did not make top 8 of Edison, but that shout out to that guy, because he, I believe he top 8'd or top 16 to the redo tourney. So that's dope. But yeah, that's the deck. Like I said, I got top 8. Had a lot of fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That weekend. Edison especially. I have a lot more fun playing Edison. Well, anyways, like I said earlier in the video, my teammate Patrick got top 8 as well. So maybe later on in the week, we may do a deck profile of his deck as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry for the long ramble. This is my first upload on YouTube. So anyways, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.